Yours truly has been doing some renovations here. And I don't know what I've done. Hello everyone, and welcome to Wow Crochet Designs. A tad early, about a minute. I think I'm about a minute early, a minute and a half maybe. Who knows? Anyways, how is everyone? And I've got the stand the wrong way around, so it's going to be hard for me to work with today. Bear with me, guys. Excuse me. Oh, look at bad hair day. It's a good thing no one's on, right? Imagine if anybody was on. They're coming. I know they are. I'm just running very early today. Hello, Corrine. There's one. Hello, Corrine. I hope you are well. Make sure everyone, when you join, please pop your live chat on and not your top chat. If you put live chat on, we can see everything. If you put top chat, we only see some of it. Sorry. Okay, so good morning, Fluffy Kitten. And we've got Corrine and Fluffy Kitten. I'm a little bit early today, guys. Good morning, Green Butterfly. Hope you are well. Hope you are well. I'm feeling a little bit better. Are you feeling better? Oh, I'm fine, actually, apart from being a little bit, loopy. Otherwise, I'm actually fine. Thank you for asking. Who did I miss? Pamela. Hello, Pamela. Carol. Hello, Carol. Lovely to have you here. Peggy's in the house. Hello. All is well in paradise. Oh, you're lucky, Peggy. I'm not in paradise. Not exactly in paradise at all. I'm glad you're in paradise. But there you go, guys. Welcome. Very interesting morning we're going to have today. Very interesting day. Beautiful green butterflies saying hello to everyone. I'm so happy to catch your live. I missed the last 3 lives. Well, Christine, lovely to have you here. And you know what? I've misplaced the hat. Oh, it's up there. I'll bring it down in a minute. I was about to say, oh, well, we can't do live antics, but no, it's reachable. We can do live antics. Oh, hello. Let's try this again. Keep saying I'm disabled from chat. Oh, I can see you. We can see you, Kiki. You're not disabled. How weird. What is going on with this? It's not the first time things happen around here. But no, we can see you, Kiki. So, yes, you're definitely there. Definitely there. I've been doing some renovations, guys. Let me just move this little girl that way. That's better. I've been doing some renovations only because I did clean up a little bit of the desk this week. It's not enough. I have to literally throw stuff out. But there you go. Hello, Karen. Lovely to have you here. By the way, hi, Kiki. I love the patchwork sweater, Christine. I'm glad you do. It's all happening. This Friday is D-Day. That's the day we start our, what do you want to call it? Patchwork sweater. I don't know. I was a bit worried about what to call it. Did the old turn off and on again trick? And that worked. That worked, Kiki. So we can see you, Kiki. Yes, we can. So yeah, Christine, the patchwork jumper is definitely coming. I was a little bit worried about the measurements that I gave you for the red because I'm a bit worried about everyone's neckline because the jumper is made, or the sweater is made, quite big. So it will be rather low. And so if you're anything like me and like yours a little bit higher, I'm going to be doing a little bit of ribbing, of course, which is what I mentioned. But for some of us who are actually quite thin and would like more ribbing, that may mean that you may need more ribbing yarn, whether you use the red or green or whatever color you use for your ribbing, you may need more ribbing. Now, I'll explain that on the actual date on the Friday, this Friday, 10th of March, very exciting, about the ribbing again. I didn't actually explain that in the tutorial, yeah. Middle, hey, it's 3 minutes. Oh, it's all good, hun. I got on a little bit early. Marty, so glad to see you. Been a while. We've been sad here without you. It's been good, but it's sad because you're not here. But you're here now, which is great. Also, 19,400 subscribers are getting close. Middle, you are my countdown lady. That's what I'm going to call you. The countdown chick. The checkout chick. You know what a checkout chick is? Middle, I'm not sure if you know this. Here in Australia, the checkout chick is someone who does all the scanning of your shopping for you. I used to be a checkout chick when I was very young. Last week. No. When I was very young. I was like 17, I think I was. I was very young. oh, it's like 100 years ago. But then the fact that I'm only 29 means what, 12? I don't know, I failed math. All right, so I like the sound of the ribbing. The good thing, there are a variety of colours that will match to add on. Okay, Christine, that's fine. And even your patches, you don't have to have, and I mentioned this, I'm sure I mentioned it in the video, you don't have to have 7 colours. You could find every colour that you have in your stash and do 20 colours, 40 colours, or whatever, how many squares that you end up with on your sweater. And it will all be there. It'll all be marked. The sizes will be marked. So you can use all the colours in your stash. You don't necessarily have to use just the 7 colours that I use. And I found using 7 colours kind of restricted me a little bit on where I was going to pop my little patches. And especially with someone like me who's like a little bit bigger than I was when I first started, the patches didn't actually, like, it fit across the row. I mean, I had plenty. Just pulling your face. I had plenty, and it fit across the row, and I still had the first 2 squares or 3 squares on the second row to change and mess around with. But I wished I'd put more colours, and I had more colours here. Yeah, I mean, look at that yellow. I had more colours. I could have added, that's actually an 8 ply anyway, so I couldn't have added that one. But I'm sure I've got a yellow 10 ply somewhere. I could have added more colours, but I didn't. So if you want to add more colours, by all means, toss in as many colours as you like, which means you'll be using less of each colour because you have more colours. I hope that makes sense, yeah? Oh, I hope it makes sense. All right, okay, you like that, says Middle, yes. I have 2 options of colours in my stash. I'll have to get them together, take a picture and show what might be the best. Yeah, just send me a private message. I don't know how you can share it anymore on Facebook. It's not allowing people to share on my business page, which is annoying. But you can actually send me a private message, or you can pop it on your own Instagram account and put #Wow Crochet Designs, and I'll have a look at it that way. If you want other people to see it, that's fine. If you don't, then just send me a private message and I'll check out the colors for you. In the video, it was apparent that the jumper will be quite versatile. I appreciate that. It will be relatively big. I say that because yours truly did not follow my own instructions and decided I was losing weight at the time. So I did myself 2 sizes less than I am now. I can't believe I've put on 2 sizes in a couple of weeks. Couldn't be. I'm sitting there thinking, can't be, it can't be. And I'm measuring myself. And then I checked my old measurements and went, there's absolutely no way I could have put that much on. Oh. It might be like 2 kilos a week I'm putting on. What? So I have to work out a little bit. The jumper will fit me, like it'll fit, but it'll just fit, where the sleeves will just fit. I found the sleeves for me because I have big arms. Not that I have big arms. The sleeves were a problem for me. So I'm readjusting and adding the extra large. I mean, 2 extra large sleeves for me. That's very sad. That's very sad. Look, it won't have a problem for you guys because I've popped you a size up for everybody else to save face. You'll like that, to save face. All right. I'll do either option tomorrow's. No rush, Middle. You've got time until Friday anyway. Oh, thanks, Christine. Oh, I like you. You're my best friend. I found one today. Okay. Oh, Fluffy, I love you too. You're my second best friend. We're all different, some bigger, some smaller, but perfect in our own way. I love you, Marty. All the 3 of you guys can come over here and sit next to me. I'm gonna start crying. I'm usually a medium, but I also like them baggy. Oh, Middle, I'm moving in with you. If you're a medium, you're doing something right. Some of us, I mean, you know what, it's like that time for me, and no matter how hard I try, I have to like do backflips and aerobics and run 2,000 miles just to lose a 1/4 kilo that week, just so the week later I can put on 2. It's just, you know, one of those things. Crochet is everywhere right now, especially the oversized look. I've seen it, Christine. But the other thing I've also seen, Christine, here in Australia, because we've had our summer and our summer has ended. We've started autumn this week. But it's still quite warm. This week's going to put summer to shame, I tell you, because it's going to be a warm week. but I've seen a lot of granny square little tops, little crop tops, if you will, and a lot of just crop tops, and, you know, maybe even little shrugs that come over your head and the sleeve things. It's just so naughty. She's so naughty. Bad girl, bad girl. Stop putting yourself down. You look, oh, who said that? Who said that? Stop putting yourself. Oh, middle, come and sit next to me, hun. Really? Oh, you always do anyway. Granny squares are everywhere. That's right, Christine, they are. Oh, the lovely Franca is in the house. Here she goes. She's going to talk about it. My problem is I eat in my sleep. In some nom 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 nom, yeah. Oh, Marty, put that crown on and get in the corner, hun. That was hilarious. I love that. That's fantastic. All right. Queensland missed the memo that summer is over. Well, apparently, Kiki, we're having a really hot week this week, which is hotter than most of our weeks here in Melbourne, period. So, let alone summer. So there you go. I'm permanently on your left side. Remember, that's right. You're on this side. That's my left. I don't know what side that is for you guys. I'm assuming it's your right. But that's my left. And middle sits right there. The lovely Franca is in the house. She's probably feeling a little bit more happier today. She won't be happy, though, until Friday, this Friday, when we start our sweater. Isn't that right, Franca? She's going to be happy on Friday. Going to have to find Aran acrylic. You can use the Aran acrylic. You can use Aran wool. You can use Aran cotton. Oh, by the way, Marty, this is gender friendly. If you want to make the patchwork jumper with us, you can wear it too. Just make sure you check your measurements out, your chest measurements. Mother Nature is drunk. It sure is, Christine. Here in the US, the weather is all backwards across each state. It's like that all over the world, I think, Christine. It's just chaos, the weather. It's just, there's storms and rains and floods and all sorts of things and triple earthquakes like over in Turkey. Don't you feel sorry for them? And it's just nasty. The weather's all over the place. She's probably doing a happy dance still. Not yet. Middle. She won't be doing the happy dance until this Friday when we start it. I'm sure of it. I have written proof from Mary that she will make. Thanks, Kiki. Come and top me in. I'm so tempted. I tell you, I'm so tempted. Just for fun. Friday is my calendar with the alarm on. She's got the alarm on. Franca's got the alarm on for Friday. At least you get the sunshine, Kiki. The only difference between British summer, hang on. British summer is to a British winter is the rain gets a bit warmer. Oh, is that right? Poor Marty. It's the same in Canada. It's everywhere, middle. It's all over the place. I've missed 3 lives and I can't remember. Marty is the Speedo guy, right? Oh, Christine, he sure is. He doesn't know it though. He talks about it, but he doesn't wear them. I know Marty doesn't. Marty, do you want me to make you one? I can make one if you like. Kiki said I'm allowed to make it. All right, come on, guys. Get serious, please. It's a serious crochet channel, she says as she's laughing to herself very much inside. She wants her to burst it out in fits of laughter, but she's not sure. Now, you're wondering what I'm doing here. I'm moving stuff out the way. It looks like I'm just playing with my hands, doesn't it? But I'm moving stuff out the way. We have a lot to talk about today, guys. Firstly, we want to discuss real quickly about what happened this week. Now, you all know that we did this tiny little, well, it's not that small. Not really. It's St. Patrick's Day coaster. Now, I did say we were going to make two other St. Patrick's Day items, but I think we'll only make one because I want to focus on our jumper. So I think we'll only make one. I feel like I'm telling lies now, don't I? We're just going to do one more for our wreath when we get the wreath up and running. We also did this gorgeous little cup. Let's call it a mug cozy. It's not a cup cozy. It's a mug cozy, specifically for your mugs. Yeah, and I keep finding these little buttons. I love these buttons. And I don't know what it is about them. I'm not sure if it's the clear inside, or if it's that kind of cave looking chip rock look. I love it so much. I don't know what it is about it. Now, I think that's the last button. I only had about 3 or 4 of them in stock. I think I've used 3 on the channel. I'm assuming that's the last one in that. But I would love to find them again because I really love them. I would love them in a bigger button. I think that would be like right there. What? What? She gets so excited. And the minute I said that, I started thinking about patterns to make. I'm so bad. All right, forget about that because we can't have anything else in the brain, even though so much goes on in there. We have to stick to what we're doing now because it's like too much happening on the channel. I need to slow it down a bit. All right, so let's have a quick look. We did a Live Antics project, and that project was this gorgeous little mug cozy by the lovely color combination by the lovely Cherry/Kathy. So she's not on yet. We'll talk about that when she comes on. We did a short on Tuesday. I did a short, I think. I can't remember now. I don't know what I did this week. So confused. I know I did this guy. It's all confusing. We did a live. We did a oh, hang on. Here we go. Here we go. We did the St. Patrick's Day coaster on Monday. We did the short on Tuesday. We did the Live Antics on Thursday. I had it written down too. And a patchwork intro yesterday. Now, yesterday was just the intro. And I know it seemed long because I did the swatches on it. But it goes to show when I did those swatches, if you had a chance to watch the video, they were all three swatches were all 10 ply or Aran weight or a 4 weight yarn, and all 4 of them, oh, let's try 3 again. All 3 of them needed different hook sizes. No, actually 2 needed 1 hook size, 1 needed another. Now, the hook size I used for the cotton, the 8 ply cotton, I had to go, how did I have to go? I had to go up a hook size for that cotton, which is really odd, yeah? But for the acrylic, I had to drop a hook size. And for the wool, the size that it did say, which was 5mm hook, I managed to suit the 5mm hook to the size I wanted. I actually worked with that one anyways. So let's say I worked with the cotton, I would have to readjust the wool size, or I'd have to readjust the acrylic size. So no matter what you work with, try to get your little gauges as close to my gauge as you can. If you find that it's like, I don't know, 2 tiny little millimeters off, if it's 2 tiny millimeters higher, that's okay. If it's 2 tiny millimeters lower, then you could end up with a tighter fit. It won't be completely tight because I've made this pattern to be relatively big, but you may end up with a tighter fit. So be wary. Try not to make your gauge, work on your gauge to be that same size or even a tiny, tiny little bit bigger. Not too much because this is it's relatively big. Not for me. It's perfect. Oh, she's so naughty. All right, so I've missed all of the chat. Oh, so naughty I am. Really naughty. I didn't even have to trick Mary into saying she will make them. You did, Kiki. I know you did. You did like this little mind thing happening. Oh, that is so cute. You like the mug cozy. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Anne McSee. Hello, hello. Lovely to have you here. Franco and her jumper. She's still not talking. She's still talking about them. We have already started. Yes, I need my. I can't believe I said that out loud. Oh, what? Live chat has been changed. Has it? What do you mean changed? I don't understand. Thanks for the reminder, Franco. It may be changed on yours, not on mine. Looks the same to me. Looks the same to me. All right. So this week we are doing Live Antics on Monday, which I'll talk about in a moment. We are doing a short on Tuesday. I like to pop in the shorts. We were going to do a beginner stitch on Thursday. I've decided to do a video vlog. I think, discussing not just the jumper, the sweater, but some other things that we have like put behind that, including the wreath. And I want to talk about what happened with the wreath and why it's been postponed another week. And we'll talk about that on the video vlog. I don't want to discuss it now. It just takes too long. All right. And on Friday, you know, guys, that we are starting our patchwork jumper. On Friday, you will have the ribbing to your jumper done at the base of the back. And if you wanted to do the ribbing for the base of the front, you can do that as well. But my suggestion would be just work on the back, get the back finished, and then you just do exactly the same for the front. And we'll talk about that on the actual tutorial. So don't stress too much. It's now all messages. No, it's not, isn't it? Still, no. Oh yeah, it's all. It's live chat. It's all messages are visible. Okay, I gotcha. You're right. Oh, I didn't even like, ding, didn't click. My light bulb doesn't go off very often, Marty. It sleeps during the day and it's parties at night when I'm asleep. Mine isn't, it's still live chat. If you look at where it says live chat, when you click on live chat, underneath it, it says all messages. So I understood what Marty said there. How it changed for me like a month ago. Does yours now say all messages now, Franca? Yes, that's the same. I was told not to make a jumper in cotton because it holds too much water. I would prefer not to do them in cotton. I do prefer my jumpers made in wool or acrylic. So I just say in cotton because a lot of people are making things in cotton these days. And who am I to judge? Yeah. I know what I'm doing, but I don't really know whether they want to make it in cotton. That's their business. Yes. Oh, hello, Yvonne. Lovely to have you here. Lovely to have you here. But okay, let's get on with it. We said live antics Monday, short Tuesday, live on Wednesday, video vlog Thursday, and the patchwork jumper Friday. That's our week in a nutshell. Now, I'm just pushing all that out right now so we can get on with some interesting live. Right? And I'll call it interesting because you know how I said I'm going to choose something for our live tutorial? I didn't. I narrowed it down to 2 items. One was kind of not what it was. It is what people were saying, but I changed it up a little bit. The other one is just a washcloth. So one is a washcloth and the other one is a shrug. I couldn't explain the shrug to you very much. Someone said something about a sleeveless kind of a shrug thing, and I don't want to make the one where you just put it here and it has a shrug at the back. I want one where it goes over your head. Now, don't laugh at my drawings, yeah, because I'll get sad and cry. Ta-da! She's got a little bit of a hair problem, but we won't worry about that. That's the kind of shrug I'm thinking of, where it's got the neck hole and the little, whatever that is, square over there, washcloth, what do I call it, a washcloth, a face cloth, it doesn't matter. Either way, the little square looks like that. It's really bad drawings. I just did them before the live, like literally minutes. I sat here, went like this. I got 2 minutes of light. And I knew exactly what I wanted, but I wanted to show you the look of the shrug and the look of that washcloth. Now, I know you love doing this, and I know you love giving me grief. You guys are going to help me choose. You're going to help me choose between the shrug or the washcloth this week for next weekend's live pattern. I still want the shrug, but we won't say anything about that. Just don't tell them. They won't know that you want the shrug. Oh, all right. So we're ready to vote? Oh, no, she's such. I am so, you know what? I don't know how you put up with me. Well, the shrug. I hope they choose the shrug. It'd be great if they chose the shrug. Oh, hi. You're still here. She's so bad. All right. So, she's so bad. I've lost all the chat. I'm going, but trying to go back. All calls, it says live chat. When we've done that already, yes, we talked about that. We said hello to Yvonne, didn't we? Yes, we did. Everyone's saying hello. That's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's marvelous. Isn't that a song? It's an old song. Yes. Not that I know it. No. I would like to vote shrug, but I hold my vote till the last minute. Shrug, because its picture is perfect. I love it, Pamela. That's me. That's me when I'm a little bit like tired. How do you like my feet? I really can't draw very well. You guys know that. But don't you love the hairdo? Oh, I spent all morning fixing that hair. All right, so I actually do like the shrug. And I'll tell you what, usually around July, I get invited to this, it's a ball kind of thing. It's nothing fancy, but I just make it sound fancy. And all the women dress up nice, and I'm sort of a round, so not many nice clothes fit me. So what I do is I go into my clothing closet thing and just find a little strappy thing and put it on. But I don't like all this showing. So I want to make one of those. I mean, I'd like to make one of those to fit. Not that you have to choose the shrug. Oh my God, I'm so naughty. I am so naughty. So naughty. But anyway, these are the two items you get to choose from. And don't stress if you don't choose the other one. We're going to do it anyway. Eventually. We're going to do it anyway. But doesn't that look cute? It's a very nice shrug. Now, the other thing is, when we're doing this shrug, like I know we're going to do it. When we're doing this shrug, you can always make it a very loose jumper by not sewing or crocheting. I think we'll use a crochet hook. By not crocheting all the way across. You could get halfway, and then just continue to go up and down, up and down, up and down on both sides. Trust me, it would look gorgeous. All right, so it's totally free choice, but if you choose to try. Don't you love it, Marty? How naughty am I? But it's not my fault. You guys made me that naughty. You all did. It was all your fault. Just a bad girl. I would choose a shrug, but I'm already putting yarn together for the sweater, I know. But you know what? The shrug is something that I want it's going to be an openy, lacy kind of thing. So you can wear it where it's a little bit see-through on your skin, but, it doesn't show too much, yeah? So it gives you that elegant, it's an elegant lacy look. Not that we're making it. I actually have to purchase yarn to do this. I thought I had some yarn here, and it's altogether 200 grams. It's a 50-gram balls. And I calculated that it's going to be 230 if I make that for myself, because some of us are a little bit larger than others. And I think, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. So that kind of yarn, let me show you the yarn I was going to use. And I started, I don't know what I've done with it. Yeah, talk amongst yourselves there. I don't know what I've done with it. I might put it away, but I can't find it. Get the girl out the way. Hello. Oh, I've done something with it. I don't know where it is. Oh, anyway, I started making something similar last year, and I stopped because I realized I wasn't going to have enough yarn. So I thought maybe we could do one eventually. And you know what? If we don't do it live, we can always do it on the channel as a tutorial as well. So it doesn't really matter whether you choose the washcloth or the shrug. Either way, we're going to make them both. Do you like that? Either. All right. I've lost all the chat. Shrug because the washcloth looks like a brick wall. Well, it is bricky. It's going to be bricky looking. I guess depending on which color combo, I choose the sweater one of the yarns from the other group of the of yarn can be for the shrug. Okay, I gotcha. I don't know how. Oh, Christine has done a super chat. Thank you so much, Christine. And that $2 is going towards the shrug. Not that we're making it. Oh, don't you love it? Thank you so much, Christine. We always appreciate a super chat here on the channel. I hate the dishes on a good day. I want to make something to remind me. I have to do them. I know, right? Don't you just think, oh, gosh, not that sink again. Isn't there like a tiny little person you can have sitting on the sink, and that tiny little person can sit there and do the dishes all day, so you don't have to do them, and when you look around, someone else puts something there, you think, it was clean like 5 minutes ago. What is all this? So yeah, we don't like doing dishes the best of times, do we, Kiki? I guess I'll go with the shrug after all. I agree with Kiki. I have enough. we will be making that washcloth eventually anyway. Although we could, you know what? You guys could overpower me and say, no, we're doing the dishcloth, the washcloth. You guys can just say it. I'll do what you say. Oh, no, I won't. I'm so sad about it. No, I'll do it. But either way, we're going to do either. I'm either. You like that? Either. But there you go. Those are the two items. You have a choice today. I would like to see numbers. All right, give me some numbers. You know, numbers. Any numbers will do. 2, 1, 5. Just give me some numbers. Come on. Shrug or washcloth? Hands up. Just say shrug, washcloth, shrug, washcloth, shrug, 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 washcloth. Oh, thanks. Middle starting at shrug. And no rigging at this time. Shrug. Thank you, Karen. No, I'm changing my mind. Shrug for me. I got too many dishcloths. Shrug for Yvonne. Shrug for Pamela. Did I manipulate you guys? I think I did. It's not my fault. You got manipulated. Seriously, it's not my fault. Neither. Green butterfly. Neither. Oh, I love that. She's honest. Don't you love green butterfly? Shrug for Corinne. Oh, I love green butterfly. So honest. So honest. I think shrug has one. Well, we've only got 5 so far. We may win. We may get a washcloth in. I think it was me reminding me that people have to do dishes. Oh, hello, Kim. I choose the shrug. Did you get Fluffy's vote? Oh, Fluffy, did I miss your vote, hun? Anne McSee, she chooses a shrug. Did I miss Fluffy's vote? Where's Fluffy's vote? Where? I didn't see a vote from Fluffy. Did she vote? Fluffs, did you vote, hun? I don't know. I didn't see one. What does Marty think? He's upset because he didn't see the budgie smugglers. Oh, she said shrug. Oh, I missed that. Okay, I'm sorry, hun. I've put down shrug under Karen. How did I miss it? How did I miss it? Where's Karen? Karen, where are you? I can't even find Karen's. Oh, there it is. Fluffy Fluffs. Hi, Fluffs. I'm sorry, hun. Marty said shrug. Are you going to wear it, Marty? Oh, you're going to wear it? I want to see you wearing it. With the matching bungee smugglers. Poor Marty. The shrug will go perfectly. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, guys. Do you want to know how many shrugs we have? 9 at the moment. Washcloth sitting all by himself at the sink. Dougie wants a shrug. I'll wear it with the other item you're deciding for me. Well, I'm deciding one for you, aren't I? Oh, Green Butterfly says thumbs up. Look, I give you credit, Green Butterfly. I love Green Butterfly. She's so honest, and still she wants to give me thumbs up. She's such a good girl. I love it. Christine's all. Oh, Frank is having a bit of a giggle. Look, we're all having a bit of a giggle. Look, it's okay. We have a few things that we also need to talk about and a few things we need to do today. One of them is the big one. We love this, and it's choosing our live, let's try it again, Live Antiques color combination. Now, this one's a little, another thing I haven't done. Like, I've never done one of these on the channel, and I finally got an opportunity to do it. And now we're going to make something else this week that I'm going to keep a secret again because it's different. And I've never done one on the channel as well. It's not a big project. It's relatively small, you know. I like doing that because it confuses everyone. And the subscriber will get a choice to choose between 2 colors. But all I want to say is it has to be something very pretty. How's that sound? So the colors need to match together pretty. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors on the table. And you get to choose 2 colors out of the 5, which will be beautiful colors that will suit this particular project. So it has to be quite attractive looking, if that's a word you can use. Maybe. I don't know what word to use there. All right. So what have I missed? The Wow family always makes me smile. I really needed it this week. Thanks for the laughs. Christine, look, we have a lot of fun. Sometimes we get out of control. But no, we are good, sweet, wonderful people. puts the hands in. Every time she says it, maybe not. I feel like I should just do what I do best and vote for the washcloth for giggles. Kiki, leave. Sorry, I'm so late. Oh, Elaine, lovely to have you here. You did miss out on a little bit, darling. I'm going to show you this. Have a look at that. These are the two items where, oh, look at the scribble there. You can't see that scribble. You're not allowed to see how many votes we have. These are the two items we're choosing for a live project. One is a shrug of that little girl that looks exactly like me because she's got the same hairdo as mine. And the other one is a brick wall washcloth. A brick wall washcloth, as some people have called it. I've changed my mind. I don't see why you can't. Elaine in the corner, you're late. Oh, leave her alone. Elaine, come sit next to me, hun. We'll have some fun. You can be on the opposite side of our lovely all I could think of is these things. Of our lovely middle. I vote for the very pretty magic sweater. Washcloth, says Elaine. She likes the brick washcloth. She doesn't like the pretty picture of me. Come on, she has my hairdo. Look at her. That's what I look like in the morning. All the hair kind of... All right, look. How you make me get silly. I'm such a good girl all the time, and you guys make me be silly. All right. All right, that's enough. Settle down, Mary. Num. How do you do it? Is it like that? Num, 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 num. I don't know. I'm going to have a drink. Cheers, everyone. Oh. Pretty as a peacock blanket. Cup. Art lessons in the future, in your future. Elaine, I told everyone I'm no artist. I don't know how to draw. But you know what? I'm lucky because in my head are a million pictures. I don't need to draw them. I just go, oh, there it is. Oh, there's one over there. Oh, look at that. I don't need to draw it. And I know a lot of people, I am a visual learner too, yeah. A lot of people need to see it. The only time I need to draw things, now get this is the reality, yeah. So when you see a pattern come up on the channel and you think, how'd she work out the count with that? Well, it takes me hours. It should only take 10-15 minutes. Hours. I mess up count and I start again and I mess it up and I do about 4 or 5 times. I know I'm going to have to draw it, right? And then when I'm done, I do this single chain, single chain, single chain, single, that kind of thing. I say, right, that's a stitch. That's a, wait a minute, let me do it again because this is what I do. So you understand what I do. This is the only way I know how to do, we'll call it a double, yeah? We'll call it a double. This is the only way I know how to do patterns, right? This is why I struggle with everything. These little zeros that you see, they're all chains, yeah? These little line dashes that you see, that's like a space in between. So you've got a chain, you need a chain for your space. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. It starts over here with your chain 3, I think that is chain 3, and your 4th chain is the first double crochet you're putting on top. So you actually have 2 double crochets. That doesn't mean anything to you, but that's how, or it might mean to some people, that is how I can picture my double crochet chain 1 if I have to do that pattern. If I have to do double crochets in a row and I don't have to worry about count, I just go for it. But I still have to worry about making sure I say, right, chain 3, put a double crochet in the 4th chain or something like that and have 29 stitches across. So if I haven't calculated my chains properly, it's not going to add up, is it? So I just scribble. That's what I do. And I have it, I've got pages and pages of those little dots and zeros and slashes and dashes and marks, and that's how I work. And it takes me hours to produce something only because I can't work out the count. What? I've lost the chat. Here it is. Here it is. Jump ship. If Kiki jump ship to the washcloth, I'll follow. It's 2 washcloths. No, don't do that. Is the shrug going to have square arms? I'll talk about that in a minute, Fluffy. Art lessons, we've got that. I've missed any, I don't know, I've missed some of them and got some of them. Can you believe it? We never get out of control. We just talk about patchwork jumper. Oh, Franca, stop it. As a beginner, I don't know how to read charts. That's all right, Christine. I don't work in charts on the channel. The charts just help me to visualize the stitch. See, I can't visualize that in my head. I can visualize the pictures, but I can't visualize the double crochet, the chain double crochet. It just doesn't work for me. I know it's simple, but it doesn't work for me. You want to learn, it's tricky, the pictures, the graphs, because it's tricky, and I'll talk about that too as well. I just realized that once the time springs forward, I'll miss the live antics on Saturday. So I hope I get to choose before then. Okay, I gotcha. You're not on your own there, Mary. I draw out patterns like that. Looks like a page of Morse code. Oh, I'm so glad, Marty, I'm not the only one, because I really struggle with the math of it all. So I have to draw it to find the right math. And some people say, why don't you just times it by 3? Like even my daughter, she's such a smarty pants. Yeah. Times it by 3, Mum. And what? Times what by 3? Then add the 1 at the end. Oh, what? What? I have to think about it. It's like, oh, well, what? Because she's a maths girl. She's a number girl, yeah? I'm not a beginner, Christine, and I don't know how to read charts. Charts are very tricky, and I will explain in a minute. Okay, you don't like charts. It's just too confusing, yes. This is why I love this channel. I learned how to crochet, how to granny square here. Oh, I'm so glad, Christine. I love my granny squares now. I never used to. When growing up, I really disliked granny squares. There are many YouTube lessons on chart reading, yes. I love charts. I might do a lesson on charts, if you like, on the channel one day. I have yet to check them out because I just follow tutorials like Mary's. Christine, I might do a charts lesson just for fun. Just for fun, yeah. I can read charts. I can read them. I try not to, because they, after a while, once you go past the 15th or the 17th, everything looks the same. Yeah, it starts to get confusing. I actually, when I'm reading charts, I'll put big lines through every 10th stitch to know how far I've gotten, if that helps. I don't know if that helps for you. It's a really good way to work out multiples, as you can see where the pattern repeats. Thank you, Marty. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I learned to master the granny and magic ring with Mary. Oh, Franca, thank you. I'm so glad you did. I like charts for some things, as you can see easier where a particular stitch goes. The only thing, and this is something that this is why I want to talk about charts real quickly. The difference about the charts and reading a pattern is the charts may not mention, you've got to really look at it to know that a stitch is going in a back loop or in a front loop. It has like a little kind of, like a little tiny comma, if you will, looking thing. Yeah. And sometimes if you miss that little comma, whether you're not wearing your glasses, whether you're in a rush and you miss the comma, you forget that that's going in a back loop or a front loop, and you go across and you think, this is just a double crochet row. What's going on? It doesn't look anything like the picture. So little things can be missed. Tiny little things can be missed when you're looking at charts. It's the only reason why I struggle with charts, but I do use them and I know how to. Little shrug when... Guys, if you haven't voted... These two guys are what we're going to do. Now, we're going to start that next Saturday. So I'm assuming we're doing the shrug because Mary pushed everybody into doing it. She's such a bad girl. So I'm assuming we're doing a shrug. It will be basic, guys, and you will all know the stitches that I'll use. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to use. I do want to pick up where I left off last year, where I was going to make something for that particular evening, which usually happens in July. So I'm going to make that with the live, and it'll take over a few weeks because, you know, depending on how tall you are, you're measuring from here all the way down to there. There are many ways to measure. You can go from there to there, there to there, and then across that way. Or you can just grab the measuring tape, hold it in one hand and stretch your hands out really far, and then you're holding it on the other hand. Now, in reference to the sizing around the sleeve edge, this is entirely up to you, but you can also, if you want, make yours a couple of inches shorter, and then you can add a little tiny ribbing to close yours. So it's all big here and it's a little bit tighter there. Not too tight because it'll make the shrug look a bit odd because the shrug is made quite loose to fit. Yeah. It's made so lacy that you can actually, it just looks nice and soft on, if that makes any sense. If we choose the shrug. Oh, we drove you crazy over the tote bag. That was hilarious. In middle, that was so much fun. Next time I'm going to do that after the shrug. I'm going to put the 6 in a row and we're going to do that again. Well, the idea was to choose all the items that you had on the list you gave me. Now, that list you gave me, this shrug thing that I found was, someone called it a, what do they call it? And I didn't mark it, can you believe it? A sleeve scarf. They called it like, I thought it meant the sleeve scarf where you use a little round scarf where it just pops over your head. That's what I thought they meant. But when I typed in sleeve scarf all over Google, this kind of thing came up a lot, and it came up as a sleeve shrug / scarf in some cases. So I thought, if we still want to make that little sleeve where you pop over your head and you've got like a little cowl looking thing, we can make that as well. But I really would like to do that little sleeve shrug looking thing. Yeah. Now I know some people make it where it's not over your head, where you don't have the open neck, where you just have it at the back. And I find that a little bit awkward, a little bit awkward to wear. So I wanted something that goes over the head, put your sleeves in, goes over the head, and you can wear it like that. And it doesn't fall off your shoulders. It just sits nicely on you, which is what I was looking for. I gave the sweater scarf idea. Did you? Is that yours, was it? Oh, that's good. You gave that to me. Oh, so pleased, Middle, that it was you. Oh, that's a really good idea. Anyway, I love it. And I was in the middle of something last year. I remember showing you guys. I wish I find it. I wish I could find it. I know I popped it here. Let's have another look. Oh, I found it. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I just dropped 7 bags of yarn there. I think it was about 3. I'm exaggerating a little bit. Yeah, I want to show you what I started off with. Now, this was last year's one. And I started off with that. And that was like that. And it was supposed to go there. Like that. So it won't look like this anymore. It'll look a little different here because we're making the hole. This was only supposed to be across the arms. And I found that I didn't really like it for starters. This is, I'm not sure if we'll use this stitch. But the yarn I used was this one right here. It's a Motivera yarn right there. And it says it is a premium acrylic, 95% acrylic and 5% polyester. And it is so soft, very, very soft. And I only have 200 grams. So I was annoyed that it wouldn't have been enough for me. It will be enough for a young person, like a young, trim, slim person. Well, not so much young, but a trim person, someone who's nice and trim, nice and thin. And that's just a basic stitch of double crochet chain 1. It's a fillet, which is what we're playing with at the moment. Well, we are. You just don't know that yet. You like that? No, I did. We have been playing with it here on this guy right here. That's one version. That one version of fillet. This is the other version where it's exactly the same, but you are popping your stitch inside the stitch. Oh, that's really blurry. Inside the stitch. Instead of going over the whole space, you're popping it in the stitch itself. The next version will be on top of the actual stitch itself. So there are many versions of fillet crochet. We're working on all of them just for fun. And I'm a bit sad, so you can see my scribble on my pattern there. And I leave the pattern in there and said, look, I'll leave it for another time because I don't have enough yarn for this particular shrug. And that was a long time ago. I was making it for last year and it never went ahead last year anyway. It got cancelled because of, well, I'm not going to talk why, but it got cancelled. So it never went ahead, but apparently it's going ahead this year. So I want to wear something nice and evening wear, if you will. But, you know, evening wear and my body just don't go along so well. So I'm going to pop on some sleeve things to cover all the extra layer up a layer up a layer of cake eating and biscuit eating and Tim Tam eating person. Oh, I just love it. Oh my gosh, here we go. My throat's going. Shrug, says Christine. Shrug. I'm happy to read patterns. I don't want to learn charts. Okay, that's fine. Literal shrug when it comes charts. Yes. Yay. We've got that part. I'm rereading things now. I gave the sweater scarf the idea. Yes, you did. I'm glad. I'm rereading. Why? The sleeve scarf is a literal scarf that has sleeves like a sweater. Yes. Thank you. Gotcha. Yes. I don't think I've done filet crochet. Filet crochet middle is so simple. A lot of people are frightened to do it because they think, oh, I have to go inside a chain and it's just going to take so long. But if you are new to crochet, you don't have to go into chain. This little piece that we did is exactly the same as doing filet crochet, but it's going over the chains and not in the chains. So it makes it easier for the new crocheter to learn a little bit about filet without having to stress with chains. Now, the other form of crochet, I'm sorry, let's try it again. Filet crochet is where you're just going, so you've got your double crochet. Here, you've got your double crochet, your chain space, and then your double. Your next row will be double on top of the double, chain space, and then double on your double, or your half double, or your single. Now, I once did a thing for Melbourne Showgrounds here. We have a Melbourne Showgrounds. Once a year, Melbourne Show happens around spring. And they have it's like a craft event where you can enter some of your crochet, knitting, sewing, cake making, biscuit making. It's all, you enter things that you make, yeah? And they have different sections, different categories. And one was the crochet category. And one of them was to create an old-fashioned item. They gave you the pattern and you created the thing. And it was a blanket for me, right? And you created the blanket. So it had a whole lot of normal stitching in the middle, but a whole lot of filet between each section. Like there was a section of crochet filet, more crochet filet. And I stressed thinking, oh my gosh, that filet is really going to get me. But it wasn't that difficult. And in fact, I preferred to do the filet than I did the actual crocheting where you've got your doubles and your half doubles and your back loops, front loops, back post, front post. It was 1901 blanket. And it was kind of very traditional baby blanket, if you will. And it was beautiful. The pattern was beautiful. I still have that blanket. I've got to find it. It's a creamy gray beige kind of blanket. The thing that I did, like you can put your take on it. You can add whatever colors you want. And the thing I did was when it was round like that and it had the filet that came out this way, it had filet in sections like that. One section, another section, and another section. I changed colors between each section. So I had a gray filet set, a cream filet, and a beige filet, that kind of thing, all the way through my blanket. It was perfect until they said, when you've changed your colors and you weaved in those ends, because this is a very thin yarn, it comes across a little thick when you're weaving in the ends. You can, because it's filet, you're only weaving it in through the stitch. There's nowhere else to go because you can't go into the chain. You can't weave into the chain, will be noticed. So I've weaved into the stitch all the way up that line. And their answer was, I've got an honorable mention. I didn't win it, but I got an honorable mention for my whatever, efforts. But the reason I didn't win was because of that thickness between each color change. Had I not changed the colors and just did the filet the way they wanted, I could have won that year, which was very sad. But that's okay, because these are the things you play with, you take risks, and these are risks that you take that can mess things up. Anyway, I don't know how I got sidetracked there. That's the stitch that is used in Call the Midwife blanket. Yes, it is. Didn't sneeze. No, I didn't. Not yet. Not yet. Give me time. Don't speak too soon, middle. I know, right? Give me time. Usually when the cotton comes out, which I've got some on the, I'm sure it's the color and the cotton, but it's really odd because when I use acrylic, I sneeze as well. I get itchy like that. Achoo. Sure, it will. It's not the sneezing, it's the itching that happens. There you go. All right, guys, guess what we're going to do? We're going to stop everything for now. We're going to work on our Live Antics color choice today. Now I'm going to reach up and grab my hat because I put it away. I cleaned up the room and I put it away. Oh, look, some of the names are still in there. All right. All right. Kiki, I'm going to give you another go. And the reason is because every time you do it, I've worked it out, every time you do Live Antics, you always end up with covering some other project that we started. And it's not the first time, it's every time. So I'm going to give you another go. So, Jan, are you in the house, Jan? I think I saw you earlier. Jan, are you here? You're in the house. If I call your name and you're not here, then I have to call someone else. Bernadine's not here. Yvonne is here. Yvonne, have you done one this year? I've got to get my list out. Frank is here. I think Frank has done one this year. I must be off now, though, so you can skip. You want me to skip it this week? All right, I'll skip you this week. I'll pop you on for next week. Pamela, you're here, darling. I saw you before. Num, num, num. Num, num, num. Num, num, num. No, she's not here. Sherry with the SH, not the CH that did it last week. You're here, but haven't we done one with you already, Franca? I think we've done one with you, hun. Haven't we? I've got your name. It's in there, but just in case. Have fun, everyone. Need to go be mum taxi again. All right, Kiki, we'll talk soon, hun. Next week, we'll put you in. Elaine, you're here? I think you're here. I'm pretty sure I saw you. You're here. You haven't done. Well, you're in the hat now. I've popped you in, Franca. There's no Margarets here at the moment. We've got two Margarets, but neither of them are here. Ginny, she's not here yet, but I'll keep that aside. She might roll up. Norma's not here. Let me know. You dislike filet, do you, Elaine? That's right. We're not doing that this week anyway, so that's fine. Angela's not here. Okay, well, we'll keep everybody in mind. If I don't read your name out in a minute, please tell me whether you... Kim. Was Kim here? Kim came in. Yes, Kim came in. Stephanie's not here. Cherry Kathy, she can't do one because she's already had one. Dawn's not here. Christine's here. Yes, Christine, you're here. The other Margaret's not here. I'm still reading the names, guys. Give me a moment. Anne McSee, you're here. Have you done one this year, Anne? I don't think you have. Rachel's not. Kiki's left. She'll be back next week. And Fluffy's here. We'll pop Fluffy in. Middle's here. Middle will pop you in. Jodie M is not here today. If she comes in, I'll pop her in. This says apron. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is. Excuse me. I don't know what that is. Karen, you're here. Oh, Auntie T's not here. Oh, she's not here. What's going on with Auntie T? Might be shopping. She might be shopping. Who else? We've got Purple Magic. You're in the house, aren't you? Purple? I'll leave you here and let me know if you're here. Please, Purple. It'd be lovely. Linny's here, isn't she? Let me know if you're still here. Corrine, you're here? I didn't see Corrine. We'll leave it over here. If I call your name out and I don't put you in, please tell me. Claptrap's not here. And who's this one? And Malika is not here. And who's this one here? Green Butterfly, yours is in, hun. Oh, did you have one this year? Please let me know if you've already had one. Please let me know. Corrine, you are here. Did I put you in? Oh, I think I put you in. Let's have a look. Oh, no, here we are. You're in. You're in now. You're in, baby cakes. Purple isn't here. Okay, well, I didn't put Purple in. Bernadine just came. Oh, did she? Bernadine just came in. All right, Bernadine. Oh, what did I put you in or not? I think I already did put you in. Hang on. Just talk amongst yourselves. Excuse me. I think I did put it in. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Da, 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 da. She doesn't stop, does she? Okay, well, I don't know what I did. Oh, Carol, you're not in. I'm gonna put you in. You're not in. Oh, here, Purple Magic. Did we say Purple's here? Purple isn't here. Oh, she isn't here. Come on, Mary, you can do this. You've done one this year. Oh, have you, Green? If I put you in, I'll take you out. If your name gets called out, I'll take you out. Now, we said Linny's here, didn't we? Linny, are you here, hun? I'm looking. No, I can't see Linny at all if she's not here. Let me put Carol in for starters. You've already done one this year, Green Butterfly. That's good. Lynn isn't here. Okay, that's good. I didn't put her in. I'm not sure if I have or haven't. Yvonne, you might have done one last year. I don't think you did one this year. So I'll pop in Yvonne. And who's the other lady? I just said her name twice. Carol. It's her name twice. I still didn't get it right. Carol and Yvonne, I'll pop your names in if I can get a little bit of paper somewhere that's not attached to any writing. Oh, here we go. No. You know what? It's going to start a new page. Oh, I hate doing that. I'm going to have to get papers and just leave them here because it drives me batty when I do this. Talk amongst yourselves. Here we go. All right. So we said going to pop off to grab supper. That's all right. We'll still be here, hun. And if I call your name out, I'll make sure I put it aside for you because I know you're still here. You're not sure if you have. So Yvonne, we're going to pop your name in anyway. And the other lady was Carol. All right, let's cut these out with my fingers. Hey, I bought scissors in somewhere. I don't know where they are. Can you believe it? This is unbelievable. She's just bad. So we'll do this. And it's only a very small project this week again. You may need something for it. That's all I'm going to say. And we'll talk about that later. No, we'll talk about it on the video. Yvonne, you are in the hat. Carol, you are a bit crooked, but you're in the hat. You're a bit crooked, Carol. I haven't. Last year I did. Yes, that's okay. You're in the hat now, guys. All right. Now, did I not call your name out before we continue? If I didn't call your name out, please let me know and I'll pop you in the hat. Cheers, everyone. Anyone who is here that hasn't heard their name, please tell me. I'm just going through the names quickly now. I can think everyone's in there. Kiki left. That's okay. We got that. Middle. Kiki, middle. Yvonne. And Marty, did you do one this year? Oh, he might have gone. No, Dougie doesn't count, Karen. You're very naughty. Dougie's a puppy. Duggies don't count. Puppies don't count. Well, they do count in other things, but not for this. Oh, hello. Hi. Lovely to see you. You didn't say my name. Yes, I did, Franca, and I popped you in. Don't be naughty. Naughty Franca. Naughty Franca. All right. So are we ready? Are we ready? Since nobody's telling me whether their name is in there. Are we ready? Then a bit of a shake. Shake it all up. Shake it up. Ooh, shake it up. Ooh. And you need to, in a minute, I'll show you the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. And you need to choose 2 colors. Dougie will wear a shrug. Oh, I can see that happening. All right. The name is, oh, I don't know if she's still here. Kim, are you still here, Kimmy? Oh, please tell me you're still. If you're not here, I can't choose you, honey. I can put your name back in. I didn't see Kim. Is Kim actually here? Did I see Kim earlier? Oh, there's Kim. Kim, are you here, honey? Are you still here? Oh, you're here, Kimmy. I'm so excited. Look at me. I get so excited. Kimmy, congratulations. You are our Yarn Antics chooser. Can I use that word? Chooser of the week. Choice person. Choice hero. And I'm going to get you to choose 2 beautiful colors out of these 5 cottons. Now, these cottons are made in a 4-ply, a 2-weight yarn. So it's going to be a light project. Would you like me to tell you what it is? And I've got to be careful because I'm saying we're going to do it, but I don't have the utensils to do it with yet. And you're thinking, she needs utensils. I'll tell you what it is so that you understand. All right. So, Kim, before you choose, I will say it because this way you'll know what you're choosing. We're going to make earrings. What? I don't have the ear holes, so I don't know how I'm going to wear them. But we're making earrings that go in and they'll dangle, and I will design the actual pattern myself. So I won't be copying anyone's or picking anyone's out. I will just be designing something fancy for that. So Kim, you're going to be the lovely lady who chooses the color combination of 2 colors for those earrings, and they will be a 4-weight. Let's try that again. A 4-ply 2-weight, or a I don't know what you want to call it, just a lightweight cotton. It does call for a 3mm hook. I'll be using a 2.5 because I want it to be small. Yeah. All right. So it's going to be Bendigo Wool and Mills cotton again. So bear with me when I pick up all the colors. There's very nice colors today. Oh, very nice colors. All right. Are we ready? There's 4. Hang on a minute. Wait, what is the 4th one's hiding? Here we go. All right, there we go. These are the colors. You've got that beautiful green, the orange, the light pink. How pretty is that pink? And that beautiful blue. I love that. And then you've got Snow White. Snow. It's called Snow, but I call it Snow White. Just waiting to wear a dress. And there we go. So these are the 5 colors. You get to choose 2 colors, Kimmy. So you take your time and you pick the 2 colors that you like the best and that you would like to see as earrings. I wonder if I've got another pink. Oh, wait, don't choose yet. I got the dark pink as well. You want me to add the dark pink? Look at me. I'm just adding all the colors I have. It was right in front of me too. It's sitting right in front of me. Oh, hang on. Let me pick them up again. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Is 2, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. I'll get that little thread out the way because that's just annoying. And hang on. I'm coming. Here we go. These are the colors. All right, Kimmy, look at you. You get to choose out of 2, 4, 6 colors. Not 5, but 6. Now, the reason I'm doing this and putting a lot of colors in is because they are earrings and it's giving you a choice to decide what color you want. I actually have a light green of this, but I can't find it, which is really annoying. That would have been nice for the earrings. So, Kimmy, please decide. I don't know. I've lost the chat. So let me just press this button again. Okay. Kimmy, have you decided? I missed it. Let's see what they look like on the other ear. Oh, Bernadine, you're funny. 2 pinks, she says. She wants 2 pinks. Okay, drop all these colors. Kimmy has chosen their 2 pinkies. Yay, 2 pinkies. Actually, they look simply divine together. Oh my gosh, Kiki's going to be so upset that she missed this. Check it out. Because Kiki's a pink girl. Kimmy, thank you very much for choosing these color combination. Well, this color combination. I'm thinking I may have to hold this tutorial out to Tuesday, swap the videos over because I realize I actually don't have the earring things. So I will be purchasing those this Monday. They will go a lot of things. Yes, with a lot of things. That's correct. Yeah. They will. Beautiful colors. All right, lovely. Thank you so much, Kimmy. I'm going to just bag these other ones. What do I do with the bags? It fell. Oh, I don't know where it is. I'll get them later. Let's pop them down. And you know what, Kim, because I'm going to forget this. Last week I had to rewatch my live because I forgot who chose. So I'm going to write your name down on the book. So, Kim. I wasn't going to tell you it was earrings, but I thought it's probably a better idea so that you gives you an idea of what colors you'd like to see as earrings. Yep. Kim V, and you chose 2 pinks. 2 pinks. Yay, very exciting. My very first earrings on the channel. I've done lots of jewelry in the past, and I've actually made earrings in the past, but not on the channel. So there you go. Yay. Great selection, Kimmy. Yes, great selection, Kimmy. pop all these down. If you didn't see it before, these are the 2 colors that Kimmy chose. I love them so much. They will make some beautiful earrings. Pop that down as well. Now, if you didn't know this, my table, let me show you, is only about that big. So when I put more than 5 things on it, I can't move. And you know what? I've got the patchwork back still sitting here from yesterday's video, because I did that video, get this, it was supposed to have been done in the morning, but I couldn't find the sleeve. And I was stressing out all day. I thought, oh my God, what am I going to do? I can't find the sleeve. How am I supposed to show them the sleeve? So I said, forget the sleeve. I'll just show them the back. And there it is. That's the back of the patchwork jumper. Now, you've seen it many times before. I've been flashing it over the past few weeks. When I first showed you, it wasn't finished. It was nowhere near finished. The last time I showed you, I think I'd had the top part done. And I did one sleeve and got halfway through the second one. The sleeves are missing. They're gone. When I cleaned up for Andrew's birthday last week, I moved all the stuff in here. And I don't know what I did with the sleeves, but I'll find them. They'll be here. I'm not doing anything without them. There you go. You're going to grab a coffee. All right, Bernadine, we'll see you soon, huh? Got to go wash my hands. Had sticky ribs for supper. Oh, lucky you. Can I have some ribs, please? All right, we'll wait for you. All right, so that's that. And that means, guys, how many chains for the ribbing? I'm not telling you, Franca. You have to wait till Friday. Come on, woman. I don't give away all my secrets. You got to wait till Friday, the 10th of March. And you know what I'll do? I'll show you on that tutorial how to do the ribbing. And then I'll say, right, you know what? Let's not worry about anything else. Let's head off on our own and just do the ribbing, and then come back to me on the Monday. And then we will show you on Monday what to do with the first set. I think that's the way to do it. Otherwise, if I show you the ribbing and then show you the next part, then the next part, people are going to start getting confused. But I think because we've got a lot of beginners who've joined us and they'd like to do this jumper too, yeah? So I'm thinking, let me just show you how to do the ribbing. You can sit aside and do your ribbing nice and quietly on the weekend, or maybe we can even wait till the Tuesday or the Thursday for the next section. We can talk about that on the live, yeah? No. Yes, we'll talk about it on the next week's live, because Friday we'll have started the ribbing. Next Saturday's live, we'll discuss when you want to see the next set. The ribbing will take forever. I know. That's why I'm giving people that time to go away and do it, and then come back and we'll talk about the sets, I think, after that. Now, the other thing too, I mentioned towards the end of that video yesterday, that if you wanted to make your jumper, sweater, pullover in one color, I will show you how to do that as well. You may need to do, I was going to say you could drop a few stitches, but I just think you can do exactly the same amount of stitches you would if you were doing the colors, and just use your one color. This stitch is so versatile. It's the only stitch I love using when it comes to, well, not the only stitch, but it's one of my favorite stitches to use when making jumpers and sweaters, because it's not as tall as a double, not as short as a single, and it's still solid enough, yeah? Have patience, my dear friend. So if you tell me how many chains I can start now, nope. You know what, though? We're not going to just leave you in the lurch, Franca. We can wait a whole week before we do the next set. It doesn't have to be done the very next day. Like I said, Friday, and it can get you started. We can wait a whole week if that's what you want to do for now. Once I show you how to do the sets, then I'll say, right, go ahead and do 2 sets of this, and you'll know what you're doing because you've done the first set with me. Yeah, that sort of thing. The only time we will get back together again in between sets is when we are doing that little mixed patch there, which you won't be doing this one. You guys are doing a different one. And that's very simple. The only difficult part will be the passing the color up, which is not difficult. It's just passing a thread over and starting your next stitch. Pass the thread over, starting your next stitch, just along those sides. Not all the way through your pattern, just along the sides. So when you come back to that thread on the end of the 3rd row, you just pick it up and off you go. It saves having way too many ends to weave in. You're still going to have ends to weave in. You're going to have a starting end of that color, and then you're going to do your colors all the way until the next color. Then you'll have an end to that color, right? A finished end. So you've got an end down here and an end down there for one color, and the same for every other color across. There may be times that if you want to use the color here in the next section on the next row, I don't think that will work. I don't think it'll work. No, because we're going that way and then we're coming back the other way. So it won't work. Nice try. You can use that one for the next row. And so when you, no, it won't work. You'll have to change colors. Sorry. You're back again. Thanks, Middle. Watching and making lemonade curd. Oh, lemonade curd or lemon curd. Yummy. Actually, I'm not really keen on lemon curd. Just add some jam and some fluffy white cream to it. Fluffy white cream, all the fattening stuff. I'm going to use just one color. That's fine, Yvonne, because this jumper is literally better to make in the one color for that stitch. The only reason we're doing it in the patchwork is because somebody here is very naughty. What's her name? Starts with F. I don't know who she is. She's so naughty. And she's been hounding me for patchwork. Patchwork this, patchwork that. Patchwork, patchwork upside down, patchwork sideways, patchwork around the block. It's just been patchwork, patchwork, patchwork. I'm using baby cakes. Baby cakes, what's baby cakes? Is that enough? Is it a 10 ply though? Just be wary, make sure it's an Aran weight. Whatever you use, make sure it's an Aran weight or a 10 ply or a 4 weight yarn. Make sure you stick to that, yeah? How many swatches do we need to do? How many swatches do we need to do? Should I do one with the ombre solid color combo and one for the said only color? Oh, I've done 3 swatches only because I used an acrylic, the wool and the cotton. But if you are using just the one item, then you just use the one. You don't have to do that many swatch. I'm lying. If you do a swatch and you find that it's too small, gauge that is, and you find that it's too small, you need to do it again. So take it undone and do it again. But what I did in that video yesterday was I did 2 rows of it and said, and took a measurement and said, if it's roughly around that size now, stay with this hook. Yeah, you don't need to change it. But if you find that it's smaller, really, really smaller or really, really bigger, you need to change the hook before continuing and start the piece again. Yeah. After, at the end, when you do the piece, you'll think, oh, wait a minute, I don't like the size of it. It's way too big or it's way too small. Then you need to change your hook size. Yeah. I know, but I'm not saying here. Okay, Yvonne says, I have so much DK weight, but hardly any 10 ply. I was hoping to use my stash on the jumper. Marty, probably wouldn't work with the pattern. Having said that, please keep that DK weight handy for me, honey. You know what I mean. We did discuss it once and I just haven't had time, but it is coming. Oh, it's a little PM between me and Marty. And so please keep that handy. But it would be nice if you could make the jumper with us. If you could grab a hold of 10 ply or Aran weight, it would be lovely. Oh, well, any excuse to buy more yarn. And again, Marty, that's another thing. Remember the Sunshine Bright cardigan that I had as well, where I had one color this side, one color that side, the 2 colors on the back and different colors for each sleeve. You could do the same for that and just use the one color for the jumper on one side, one for the back, one for the sleeve, another one for the other sleeve. You could do that. It just won't be the cardigan. It'll be the jumper. We will eventually do a cardigan, not the one that we saw. The Sunshine Bright one is going to be a pattern on the website only, a paid pattern only. But we will actually do a cardigan eventually on the channel. Just not now. We've got our hands full right now, so we won't be doing it now. So I can use 8 ply. No, not for this jumper, Yvonne. That's what I'm telling Marty as well. Don't use an 8 ply for this sweater because it will not work. You will have to change. The whole design will have to change. The amount of stitches will have to change. Don't use that for that, if that makes any sense, yeah? All right, you need to use an Aran weight, but keep your 8 ply, keep your DK weight I work with DK weight all the time. The only reason I'm working with this Aran weight was because last year, yours truly purchased way too much from Bendigo. And I want to get rid of it. So I'm doing it nicely. I'm getting rid of it nicely by creating items. And again, once again, we will be doing some 8-ply gear on the channel. Plus, we're going to be doing something a little different. It will be a wearable. It will be a summer wearable that you can wear over your swimwear during your summer, whenever that may be. But that's not going to happen for a long time yet. We'll be doing some spring wear. We'll be doing some autumn wear or fall in some countries, and some winter wear as well. This is going to be a little bit of a winter wear. At the end of the day, we are in March and we are heading towards, we're in our autumn or fall, as they say overseas. We're heading into our winter, so I want something nice and warm and fuzzy for winter. So that's that. And I would figured with you, Marty, living in the UK, that Aran weight would be good for you because you know it's pretty cold there. Most of the times. Kenneth, the lovely Kenneth is in the house. Lovely to have you here. Always smile when you pop on, honey. I always do. Because you and Marty are only male crochet artists on the channel at the moment. So there were a few Richards, but they don't seem to hang around these days. So you and Marty were still our main gentlemen on the channel. Aran is 10-ply or size 4. That's correct. If they use a DK weight or an 8-ply or a 3 weight, it will not work for this pattern. They'll have to change the size completely. So a bit of heads up there. Julie, hello, Julie's in the house. Lovely to have you here. It's cold here, so Aran will be perfect. That's what I thought, Franca. I know that the UK, it does get really cold in the UK. And you know what? That one time I was in the UK, we were in the UK for 7 days. 7 days. The whole 7 days. This was flat bang in the middle of summer. I think it was, could have been 2011 or 14. I can't remember which one it was. Flat bang in the middle of summer. It was the coldest summer that the UK ever had. It bucketed down rain. It was like 9 degrees, 10 degrees. It was nasty. And I'm thinking, this is their summer. The whole week was terrible. We have a cold snap coming and more snow forecast. Roll on summer. That's weird, Marty. But then look what happened to me. I went to the UK once. Love to go again. But I don't have a passport still. Oh, you're melting, are you, Green Butterfly? You're melting. Actually, Melbourne's going to have some unusual weather this week, which is really odd. It's been 4 months since I've started crocheting. And you've really given me confidence and taught me the basics, Mary. So thank you very much. Got to run, but looking forward to making my first jumper with you. Christine, when you make this jumper, I will talk to you about the ribbing because that's the part that you may find a little tricky. But that won't happen for, oh no, that's the first thing we're doing. I'll talk about the neck ribbing once that comes up. We will talk soon, Christine. Lovely to have you here. Anyway, that's great. Thank you, Mary. And you are one of my favorite crochet hosts. Oh, the best. Oh, Kenneth, put on Marty's crown and stand in the corner with us. I love it. Roll on winter, says Yvonne. She's looking forward to it. We need to set up a fundraising page for Mary's passport. Look, it's not the price. It's just I'm slack. I'm just, you know what it is? I do have a lot of issues with getting a passport. I'll tell you why, because I have a few too many names. That's a long story. And every time I go, I get rejected once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. And I crack it with them saying, you know, I was born in this country, right? Oh, you've got all my details. And they said, oh, but they're all different. It's not my fault. I didn't know. So my name's been changed a few times along the way. Not my fault. But it's done and I'm struggling. That's the problem I'm having getting a passport. They think I'm some sort of weirdo with 10 different names. It's not 10, but it's 3. All right. If I was to use one color, how many balls would I need? Fluffy Kitten, I'm not sure of your size. But if you're anything like me, one color. Oh, gee, what did I use? Let me think about it, Fluffs. Let me think about it. I can actually do it out. I was going to say search. I saw the word searching up the top. Someone sent me a message, the word searching. I was going to say I could search for you. Let me do my homework and get back to you on it, hon. The sweater is the second wearable I've done, and I had planned on not doing another large project after finishing the study of rain blanket. But just think, the project that you make, you get to wear. That's the difference. Bye, Crochet Queen and friends. Oh, bye, Christine. We'll see you soon, hun. Too many names, are you? It's the weirdest reasons. You'll never believe it. I should say we'll be doing in size 4 yarn, the same as size 4 ply. No. Yvonne. Okay. All right. Let me talk to you about this one for starters. All right. This is a 4 ply yarn, right? That's a 4 ply yarn. It calls for a 3mm hook, a thinner hook, because this is a very thin yarn. A 4-weight yarn that they talk about overseas that we don't have here. Yvonne, you're from Australia. That we don't have here. A 4-weight yarn is a 10-ply and an Aran weight. It's very confusing, right? But a 4-ply is a very lightweight. This is not good for our jumper, yeah? The yarn you need is, and I'll show you Bendigo's yarn so you get it. It's up the top. Have I got one on the table? Oh, I have to go up the top and get it. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Yeah, I have to go up the top. Give me one moment. I'm going to grab one up the top. Oh, there's one out already. Good. I left it out of the bag the other day. All right. If you've got yarn from Australia that says 10-ply, that is an Aran weight or a 4-weight overseas. It's not a 4-ply, right? It's a 4-weight overseas. 10-ply Aran weight, it is a thicker wool. Now, where you live, probably it's too heavy for you where you're living in the area I think you're living in. But this is a thick jumper, a relatively thick jumper. It's not not chunky at all, but it's a relatively thick jumper. I hope this is making sense to you. My friend uses her maiden name, her married name, old name, different documents because she hasn't got around to changing them. So confusing. Now let me talk to you about, you'll never believe it. When I was born, I was given one name, right? The name, when we came to Australia, I was born here in Australia, but I was only just born. The boat came, we landed, and then a few weeks later I was born, right? That's how close it was. And in Australia, they couldn't get their tongue around the name, which I'm not going to get into, right? So for years, they called me something else, totally different. I was called that all my life. But I didn't know that on my birth certificate, it had another name. All I knew was people called me, first they started calling me Maria. Then they called me Mary. So I couldn't work out. I just assumed it was either one of those two names. But it wasn't. It was a total different name. We're not going to go there because it's been deleted and it's gone, right? Just don't tell my parents. And I had no choice. Had to change something to fit, right? So when I went for my not even then, when I started up a bank account when I was about, 15 or something, my dad started a bank account for me. He filled out all the forms because in those days, you couldn't do it when you were 15 years old, Not that I'm old. So he did that for me. So I didn't even look. This is how oblivious I was at the name. And see, Franca, a different name completely, right? Same, right? And I looked at it, but I didn't really look. And when I kept putting things in, I kept getting checks and things. They said, you need to sign your legal name. I thought, I'm signing my legal name, aren't I? And they said, no, this is not your legal name. It took me years to find out, literally years. So I'm playing with scribbling a signature, right? And I'm playing with it. And eventually they just passed it. All the banks passed it. They just got sick of me because I kept signing this. How stupid were banks in those days, right? Anyway, so after all those years, I went for my driver's license, as you do, yeah? And I went to the license and they said, we need some more information about you because we've got a bit of a name discrepancy. I said, what is with this name discrepancy? And they gave me this name. I said, I don't know what that name is, but that's not my name, which it was. So anyway, I bought all my paperwork from phone accounts to gas bills, electricity bills, water bills, all had one name. So how stupid was the, registration people? They put my name down as Mary, right? Anyway, so for years and years, I literally got away with the name Mary. Never thought about it again. Come to doing a passport all those years ago, not legal. You're not legal. You're not legal. It took me 5 goes to get this. I did the first one. The second one was because I was in a relationship. That name changed. I was out of that relationship, and now I have a new name, and it was all over the place, right? So the name changed a lot throughout the years, right? And literally went and did the first one, did the second one. I did my kids' passport under my name, and they passed it, right? That's how weird people are, right? They passed it. And so my kids got a passport because of me that had what they call an illegal name. It's the most stupidest story. I'm telling you, as I say, you will never believe it. And I reckon on the 5th time, I literally broke down at the post office and said, what is wrong with this country? You pass my kids. You pass little children under what you think is an illegal name, but you won't pass me. But you pass my kids, which are very young. Anyway, so it just went on. And eventually the lady at the post office where I was doing my passport, she knows me. She's known me for 20-something years. So she came around to the counter, she put her arm over my shoulder. I'm in tears. Well, I'm crying. So I'm thinking the whole family are going to go overseas, so I'm going to miss out. Right. So she came, and she put it through. And apparently the post office can get a slap on the wrist if they do something they're not allowed to do. So she put it through. They contacted me and everything. We went through it. But it worked. They passed it. Now it gets worse. Because now that it's literally, it lapsed in 2021. No, I'm sorry, it lapsed in July 2020. Well, let's not talk about July 2020. I do not wish to discuss that year. It was a disgusting year, and it's still going for a little while, but I don't want to discuss it. And because it lapsed, then I couldn't get out, because we weren't allowed to get out, to do the passport again. So I never did it. And I held it and held it and held it. And now I'm kicking myself because I'm thinking, had I just done it then, I wouldn't have the trouble I'm going to have if I do it now. So I'm going to go through a lot of issues. Oh, that's right. No, I actually had I'm sorry, I messed up. Halfway through trying to get a passport, they said, because your name's not legal, I would go and get my name changed to this name, which is Mary, the one you're using, so that on your birth certificate, so that it can pass. So I did that. I went to a birth, marriage, death certificate place, and it cost me a fortune to get it done. But I got the name changed on the birth certificate. Then when I went to go the 4th time and the 5th time, it said, you've got too many names on here. Whose fault is it? You guys made me change my name. And this is what it was all about. So it was a lot of chaos. And I wished, that's why when my children were born, I said, right, let's just put one name only. Basic. Done. Andrew, Francis, done. No Italian backgrounding and no hyphenators and hyphenations and all weird things. You like those words. So that was the chaos I went through. All right, that was a bit of chaos. I stopped using one of my middle names. I haven't gotten around to changing it. Be careful, middle. Oh, Sherry, thanks for the mention. Cherry. Where is it? I had it here a minute ago. Oh, here it is. Right in front of my face. There it is. Sherry, we talked about it while you weren't here, but hello, welcome. There is our gorgeous cup cozy. I have never made a cup cozy on the channel. I've done coasters and things. I've done another kind of cozy. I think it was St. Patrick's Day kind of cozy, but not a mug cozy, not a mug cup thing, not one like that, which is good. In Italy, women don't change their surname to their husband. They keep their birth name. Best thing, Franca, because it confuses everything. That sounds like a big mess. Oh, my goodness. I know. Imagine trying to do it again, Kenneth. Huh? Imagine trying to do it a second time. That's going to be chaos. Yeah, very pretty. It's all done, Sherry, Kathy. And this week, we are doing earrings. And the lovely Kimmy on our live here chose these 2 colors for our earrings. Stupid me, didn't even have any earrings, and I said we're going to do one, so I'd go out and buy them. I'm going to buy some earrings now. I have 3 names. Every piece of ID has them in different order. Police stopped me for a speeding he says to me, "Who are you really? Oh gosh, I'm scared if they stop me, I'm in trouble." They probably have your photo up at the post offices as a warning. Actually, they love me at the post office because I spend a lot of money sending gear overseas to everyone who wins prizes on our channel. My sister never changed her surname to her husband. You know what? I think it's a terrific idea. In the middle of all that was where I had an issue as well. And I think I went back to change it back to my maiden name, which was the biggest mistake I made because that made it change number 2. And then when I went to fix everything up, they told me to change it to Mary. That was change number 3. So there's too many changes on the birth certificate, which is a big mistake because they ask you what was your previous name on your birth certificate. So you give it and they say, well, you've got 2 previous names. Well, you want the previous of the previous name, or do you want just the previous name? And it was just so confusing. And they're looking me up and down thinking, what have you got to hide? I've got nothing. I'm super nerd. Oh, I'm a nerd. And it was just one of those things that went wrong somewhere along my life. So I was hoping never to do a passport again. Now I'm going to do one. That's the reason why I'm holding off doing it, because I know the chaos I'm going to have to go through for this passport. Who do I have to murder to get it done? But it's going to be a little bit of chaos, but that's all right. That's all right. All right. So this week, guys, let me tell you a rough idea of what's happening this week. We are going to do, I know I said we'll do the Live Antics Monday, but I think we'll do it on Tuesday because I don't have the earrings. So I've got to go and purchase them, yeah? So we'll do a short on Monday rather than having it on Tuesday. And then on Tuesday, we'll do the Live Antics. Wednesday, we have a live. Thursday, we have a video vlog. I'll be doing a vlog on Thursday, not just for our jumper, but for a few other things. And on Friday, we will start the patchwork jumper. So very exciting. My great friend's birth date is wrong on the birth certificate. And her first name is different as when she was young. She couldn't pronounce her actual name. Okay, that's interesting. Women lose their identity if they change their name to their husbands. Look, that's not a reason why I was worried about changing names. I'm only worried about it because of the passport. I can't lose my identity because I'm crazy and no one will take this identity. Not the crazy part of it. But yeah, I don't care about losing that. That doesn't bother me because I never lose it. I'm still crazy. Nothing changes. I've got a middle name. I know I've got a middle name as well, Yvonne, which was another issue because I had a name with a hyphen and then a middle and then the last, and it was way too much. And, some people just can't handle too many letters in one word. Oh, yeah. Anyway, that's my passport chaos. So fingers crossed I get it changed eventually. I'm not contemplating traveling overseas for a while, but I still need to get it done. Like when I say for a while, not for a few years even, but I still need to get it done just in case there's an emergency travel where, someone overseas wants me to come over. I don't know what I mean by emergency. Mary's my first name. Oh, really, Bernadine? That's cute. Hey, we're Mary's. I actually like Bernadine. I thought I missed those live. Oh, you kind of did claptrap because we're an hour and 38 minutes into the live. We've done live antics. Oh, and we've done this. If you're joining us new, these tiny little projects you see right here, either the washcloth or me with the fancy hairdo. These are the 2 projects that we had to decide over. Oh, actually, there was one washcloth, wasn't there? Oh, there was 2 washcloths. Let's put 2 in. There was 2 washcloths. These are the 2 items you got to choose which one we're going to do live. And as you can tell, yours truly put in a lot of effort into making that little sleeveless kind of shawl thing that you see right there. I want to make that so badly. I really, really do. She's so naughty. She's just, and I think I kind of twisted everybody's arm by saying, oh, look, if you really want to do the sleeve shrug, that would be great. I wish they could do the sleeve. I hope they choose the sleeve shrug. I did all of that, so I made them choose the sleeve shrug. I should have just, they probably would have chosen it if I didn't say anything anyway. But I really wanted to do the shrug. I've always liked it. I've never had one like that, and I would like to have one to wear over an evening gown. I just think it would look very pretty. My niece was happy to change her name when she married, and no one could pronounce or spell her maiden name, as no one could pronounce her maiden. I have my glasses in here, I really do, because I can't see this screen. And at the moment, I did something with the lighting, and I think it's facing right into my eyes. It was really a murder on the eyes today. So hello, Claptrap. Lovely to have you here anyways, but you did miss a lot. Kimmy chose these colours for the next Live Antics. We're doing earrings. What else did you miss? You missed the shrug kind of thing. We are starting that next Saturday, guys. Get yourself some 4-ply, not this one. I want the other one. I really do want to get some more. What do I do with it? The red one. I want to get some more of this. I hope they have something like this in stock. I know Motivera was on special this week. Damn, I should have got some. So there, look at that. I want to get some of this again. Maybe they might not have this color, which is an absolute shame. And this is actually, it calls for a 4mm hook, and it says it's 8-ply, but it actually kind of isn't. It's really thin, and when you work this up, it wears really lightly. So you could use the 8-ply. I would get something softer. Now, you don't have to worry about having the same ply, because you're going to be working on measurements. And I'm going to say, right, this is how many you would need for this measurement. So hopefully that helps you. I'll try to stick to an 8-ply, I think. Just stick to the 8-ply if you can. 8-ply DK weight, 3-weight overseas. If you want to make the shrug with us on our live. Now, the shrug is something that you're not going to get done in one live. It's no way. You might. Wait a minute, you might. So there's no way you'll get it done in a live. But you know what? Stranger things have happened. Maybe. Maybe you'll get it done. I don't know. Not me. I'm going to come back the week later and do it. And we will be doing the shrug on the Saturday's live coming. The Saturday coming. And then we'll be starting it the week later on the Wednesday as well. So I'll be making 2, one for me and one for one that I can actually sell at the market when it opens. I'm holding my breath on this market. They said something about Easter, but I don't know. I have to watch from the beginning in the replay. Oh, we've done a lot of chatting. You've missed quite a bit, Claptrap, honey. It's okay. You will see me again. Oh, what's happening? What did I miss? Oh, Yvonne, you're heading off. Oh, no. So sad. We'll see you soon, hon. We'll catch you soon, darling. It's okay. All right. So what I'm going to do the next time we do a live antics, I'm going to have the list of people that have already done live antics this year. Like we did with Green Butterfly last year, I'm going to give Kiki that extra chance to choose again, because she had the raw end of the deal twice, where she had to share it with someone, and the other one was she had to just put a border row on something. So she kind of did get a raw end of the deal. So this time I'm going to allow her to choose her own color combination for the project she wants. You're heading off too. You have a good rest, Marty. I know it's late there where you are, so have a good sleep, and we'll see you soon, yeah? Lovely to have you as usual. You make us all smile, and it's great to have our fellas on, as well as our crazy ladies like me. I hope you're crazy like us, Marty. But we will see you soon, hun. I was just looking at an earring, pattern today. I didn't buy the pattern because I couldn't find the hook and the hoop to crochet into. Yes, I don't know what I'm going to find this week when it comes to crocheting the earrings. So I will keep you informed whether I buy a hoop or whether I buy like a half thing like that, where it sits half and you can make over the half. I think a hoop would be better. The one that I just picked up was not cotton. It was, you're talking about this? I'd like to get more of this week if I can. This is not cotton. It's called 95% premium and 5% polyester. And even you can't find something like this, anything that's 8-ply, that's really soft 8-ply. And it would actually go well even with the Bendigo, I'm pretty sure, but I think I want more of an extra soft. Like, it's got to be soft enough to be drapey, if that helps. I hope that helps, yeah? Oh, is Green Butterfly heading off? Green Butterfly, we'll see you soon, hun. We'll catch you soon. But guys, actually, I think I may head off as well. Just remember what's happening this week. We're doing our short on Tuesday. When I say shorts, they're little tiny reels, short videos. So it just shows you one stitch. I'm going to show another version of this fillet stitch. And on Tuesday, we'll be doing the earrings. We're doing the earrings. On Wednesday, we're doing our live as normal. Thursday, you'll have your vlog. And the vlog will be talking about items that we create through the next 2 or 3 weeks, that we'll be creating through the next 2 or 3 weeks, including the wreath and why it's held back. And also in the vlog, I'll be doing a shout out. There's one shout out that I'll be doing in the vlog. If you would like a shout out, or you have your own channel and you're new, or even if you've had your channel for a long time and you want a shout out, please let me know. I'm doing shout outs on this week's video vlog, so please let me know. And then, of course, on Friday, we're going to please our wonderful Franca. We're going to please her. We're going to start creating the patchwork jumper. You've got all the information you need now. You do need to check your hook sizes when doing gauge. So once you get your yarn, have a play with the gauge and pick the hook size to suit the gauge. Yep. All right. That's that. On Saturday, we have our live as normal, and lives will go ahead as normal from now on. There's no parties coming up. No creations. I know Easter will come up soon, but I don't think that affects our live because it happens on Saturdays. So that works well. Your email, Karen, I've kept you in mind. I've kept Teresa in mind. There's 2 emails I need to get out this past 2 weeks, or next 2 weeks, not past, the next 2 weeks. And I'll keep you guys in mind for that. You are first on the list, Karen, as you know. For an email, and then comes Teresa, and then comes everybody else afterwards. So I thank everyone for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see everyone. I believe I'll see everyone around Wednesday. If you want to come on the live, Wednesday 4 p.m. Melbourne, Australia time. Otherwise, next Saturday. Ciao for now. Try to be good. Bye all.